we have a big problem. Oh, this sucks so bad. So the good news is this pallet was just like all trash bags. However, the one that we opened, like, do you see? Look at this. Like, there is literally a layer of dirt all over. Oh my gosh.
Slowed everybody down.
This is a first.
Hey, at least it's like protected.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I was kind of worried about with the top.
Right?
Because it was just mildly taped down. Open one. That's good. It said baby clothes on the side, and I was a little nervous if it was truly baby clothes. Oh, I saw a tag. So Cat and Jack, that's a cute little top. This one is Children's Place. This is a cute little Easter dress. Be a good one to get like listed soon. That's 6 months. Lots of shirts and everything though. So we got lots of bags to go through in this. So this is a really good example of what I was talking about in the first part of the series that I've been doing with pallets and liquidation, is talking about raw donations. That's exactly what this pallet is. It is raw donations. They don't know what's going to be in it. They may have been sorting it in regards to like if there was all donations and they were trying to like put kid stuff aside, but they didn't manifest to this pallet. It's just raw kids clothing, and Helpsy actually doesn't typically get a lot of kids clothing like this. So if that's something that you like to sell, if you're on Kitizen, this would be a great pallet to have because it is like less than $1. If I remember, it was like 30 cents per piece. But if you are also someone who is just trying to grow your income by purchasing pallets, maybe a more affordable rate, the first thing I would do in regards to purchasing a pallet like this is ask yourself the question, how are you wanting to divvy up this pallet? Are you wanting to list everything individually? Are you wanting to create boxes by size, or specifically with the kids clothing? Are you wanting to do live shows? Are you even wanting to maybe create reseller boxes to help offset some of the price that you paid for the pallet, recoup that back quickly, and then everything else you list is profit at that point? So we're gonna go through this pallet and you will get to see kind of the ins and outs, little highlights as we go. But those would be some of the things that I would ask yourself before you purchase a pallet. Now, I'm sure you guys are wondering, where on earth did I get this pallet? And that is from Helpsy. I've actually purchased from Helpsy before, but I've just done like small curated boxes. Like, I've kind of dipped my toes in with this company because I heard about them after learning from a different company that they were in existence, and I just kind of wanted to see if they had good product. And honestly, to my surprise so far, I have been really, really interested in what they have to offer. I think one of my very first unboxings that I did with them was American Giant, and I also have another video coming up soon that is pre-owned North Face and Columbia, so make sure you are subscribed so you know when that video goes live and you can see what that one looks like. But this palette specifically is actually one that they do not get often, and so if you are interested in getting this palette, you got to make sure you go to their website right now. And in fact, I will have a link down below that is going to give you 10% off of this palette. So think about that already. For purchasing this palette for $700, that is going to really help the cost of this. Just a little bit of details about Helpsy really quick. Helpsy is a for-profit B corporation with an environmental mission to radically change the way people think about clothing recycling. We make reusing, recycling your clothes and shoes more convenient and easier than ever. We are the largest clothing collector in the Northwest US with over 2,200 collections, containers growing, and we collect over 29 million pounds of clothing every year. So the thing that I really like about
Helpsy is that they are not only having product that is pre-owned on their site, but also new. And I have worked with them for probably like a year now and not even really be talking about it on here, not working with them in the sense of working with them in social media, but actually like utilizing their service for pieces in my own stores. And I have been really pleasantly surprised. Even at times where there has been a hiccup or something like that, I have been able to reach out to them and say, hey, is there something that we can come to with an agreement here? They've provided me with credits before. They've provided me with refunds or returns. So the link down below, once again, is gonna give you 10% off. And I would actually like to take a moment to thank Helpsy for sponsoring this video, because I know that this was a perfect way to bring into the series a way to show you guys how I organize pallets and also give you guys a source that I have been able to vet and feel more comfortable sharing with you guys.
Many months later.
So here is what the inside of it looks like. At this point, as you can see, there's that layer of dirt. Thank the Lord it was in trash bags. This is how it goes all the way down, and there is about 1,000 items in this pallet. So right now I have IKEA bags in here. These I'm going to use for consignment, so anything that I want to just send to consignment. Then I'm gonna have a bin for items that I'm gonna be listing, and then a bin for items that I'm gonna be donating. I should have brought a trash bag, so that way I could just have it immediately go there, because this I'm obviously going to want to keep, but this is what we'll do to start breaking down this pallet. I am also immensely nervous that my phone is going to fall over and it's going to break because it's windy. The things we have to deal with out here. Okay. Okay. Scratch that. We're gonna need an IKEA or like a tote or an IKEA bag or something of items that need to be washed after this too. Oh boy. I am so thankful that this was just garbage sacks, because that is saving this right now. Let's just go right here. Okay, I actually kind of like the stuff in this one. That's Faded Glory. I don't really think that's gonna do well for us. This one is just a raw knit, so that's, looks like someone made that themselves. Ah! Wow, that's H&M. I don't know. These actually look like adult. So that's something else to know, is sometimes it'll be adult sizes in like a kid's tote. Oh, this is such a cute little tie. Brand new with the tags. It's Nautica zipper tie. I could definitely list that. I love that it's small, so it'll be easy to ship. Hey, these might fit my kids. Score, they need more uniform clothing. Oh. Another thing that I love about kids clothing, pallets or boxes, is my kids get to also benefit from it. This is so cute. I like it. So a lot of the Little Me, the Carters, the Oshkosh, the Walmart brands, I'm throwing into kind of like a consignment. Children's Place, this is a 7/8. My daughter actually might wear that. There. This is Umatilla as well. That's kind of nice. There's quite a few Umatilla pieces in here. Socks. Should have brought a seat. I got nothing. Granimals. Donate that. This one kind of has seen better days. I love Cat and Jack. It looks like this is a lot of washwear though. Yeah, I'm gonna donate that. Ooh, LL Bean girls 10, 12. I will take that.
John Galt, say less. Victoria's Secret. I'm gonna keep that. That is such a cute little polo. Pink Victoria's Secret leggings. Oh, there's dirt on it. I will definitely wash that up. Oh, there must have been a hole in this one. So sad. T Republican, that looks like a junior, but a lot of washwear. Kind of noticing that, which is to be expected. It's a really cute top, but also a lot of washwear. Little hat. More hats. Those are cute little sun hats. Underwear, yeah. Probably not. Even though it's brand new. This is cute. Carter's 18-month. That's adorable. More little sun hats. Oh, this is Gap. Oh, it's brand new too. That's so cute. I don't know how many I've gone through so far, but it's only been like 2 trash bags, so who knows how much is left. I might end up just taking some of these trash bags and bringing it home to sort through because I don't have a place to sit here, and that makes it really tricky. Also, like, I'm so sad. I'm so sad about all the other stuff in here. Like, I just called my husband and was like, we have a major problem in the storage unit. So wind is not something that is uncommon for this area. Like, it's pretty bad. And just having this thin layer just proves the amount of wind and how strong it was recently. Plus the storage unit is right beside construction right now, so they're trying to do a lot to mitigate the dirt out here, or dust I should say. However, it clearly didn't do anything for this. This is horrendous. So we are either going to need to, 1, no longer have the storage unit, or 2, anything that's in here has to be in a tote, in a lid. But even that, I don't know if that would be enough. Like, I'm really worried right now. Also, through that fast track, we did find an Under Armour. I did find Society Muse. I found this really fun. Where is it? This one? I think. Where'd it go? Here it is. This is a graphic, and it's of Mamma Mia, which I thought was awesome. I will definitely list that or put this in a live show. And then I also found an aloe piece in here. Here it is. So clearly there was more than just kid stuff in this, but that's kind of the aspect to raw donations, is they really can't determine if it is truly what in total it is. You know, like if they're saying it's all kids, there might actually be some adult in there. You just don't know. And the nice thing about that is if you do have sources for all of these different categories, then it's easy for you to get raw donations like this, and the bulk be, you know, the category of kids, but then have other things that you're going to do with adult stuff, or vice versa. If you have an adult pallet that you get, but there's kid stuff in it, what are you going to do with the kid stuff now? So for me personally, there was actually a new kid store that just opened up. I want to say it was like a month ago. And so I'm going to be taking a lot of the kid stuff actually there. I was initially planning to do a live sale, but when I heard what she is doing for her store, I really wanted to support that. So I will get like a commission off of it, but like not a lot, because she's really trying to keep cost low in her store to help people that need kids clothing. So I'm gonna be giving a lot of this stuff, like the baby stuff, to her because I think it'd be very beneficial, as well as like the older kids. If it's brands that I know are gonna sell really well for me, then I will absolutely keep them. But that was a change from when I initially purchased this palette.
I really want to jump in quickly into this video to give you a few more details about this pallet. First and foremost, this pallet cost $700. That is insanely cheap. And particularly what I have seen when it is raw donations or raw materials like this is, as I've mentioned in previous videos, if you are purchasing raw donations or something of the likes, they will be lower cost of goods. Is it a risk? Absolutely. But is it cheaper? 100%. And so this was a really good example of that. And I feel really good about what I have seen so far in the pallet, because already I have taken 2.5, I want to say maybe 2 IKEA bags to a local children's consignment shop, and they have given me $100, which means I only need $600 to be able to recoup back from that pallet. And I have barely scraped the surface of that. In fact, I think I've maybe gone through 6 of those garbage sacks. So there are a lot more in there. There is several pieces that I'm planning to put into live sales. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I will link them right here and down in the description, because I feel like it's really good for you to go over when it comes to pallets. When you are purchasing a pallet, you want to go in with a specific plan of action. And my biggest goal when I'm getting a pallet is how quickly can I make my money back? So I'm going to put things up in live sales. I'm going to bring things to consignment shops. I might send some stuff to ThredUp, which right now, based on if you're watching this video when it goes live, ThredUp has their standard payout that they were doing before. But after this point, I want to say it's like March 16th, they are changing their payout structure. So I might end up changing what I'm going to be doing in the future when it comes to sending stuff off to like a consignment shop. But find your local areas, consignment stores, or even thrift stores that will either give you a discount to purchase other pieces, or will do some sort of consignment or even like a store credit, because sometimes there might be pieces that I might not be interested in listing online, or doesn't have a lot of good value online, but locally it makes sense for them to sell it in their store and give me a credit. And then if I have a store credit, then I can find product that I would be likely to list online. Yes, there's a lot of like switching things around, but that's what starts to happen when you are going into the pallet system, if you will. You've got to find different ways that you are going to disperse that inventory, and then essentially cherry pick with the items that you want to directly list online or do as live sales. So already I have $100 back. I need to make 600 more. I already have a tote set aside for pieces that I'm going to be putting into a live sale. If I have those details before I put this video up, I will add those into the description or film it really quickly at the end of this video. If not, I will put it in the comments down below. If I end up getting a lot more details, I might just create a secondary video doing a follow-up with this video, so that way you can see how much money have I made and does it make sense for you. In fact, if that is something that you would prefer versus me putting stuff in the description in the comments, leave that in the comments down below, so that way I know that's a video you would be interested in watching. Our next video is going to be the last of this mini series of liquidation, and then we will be going right into a brand new series. I will be posting about that in the comments tab when we are going to go live with that. So make sure you guys are subscribed and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on part 4 of our mini series. I will see you guys then. Bye.